Orchestras are not competing against other orchestras for their audience. They're competing against Netflix and the cinema and just fun things to do in life. We have to go out to the whole audience. We need to widen our sense of who the market is to enable more people to come in, which at the end of the day has an impact on the bottom line.
Why would we cut ourselves off to a significant part of our audience? Why would we restrict the pool of talent upon which we draw for our orchestra, for the musicians we work with, for the music that we play? It makes no sense at all.
People will go to concerts to see someone who looks like them. We see that with Chineke, where the audience is 65% at least black and minority ethnic. We see it with companies like Akram Khan and some of the other contemporary dance companies, Shabana Jazenge, who's bringing in a very much more diverse audience because people are interested to see that work, where previously they might have felt that contemporary dance or that classical music just wasn't for them. So if we want to make art that really speaks to the full breadth of the population, we have to be engaging with them to design that art, to program that art, and to make it.
I work with lots of clients across the UK and worldwide, and we can't prove causation between diversity and financial performance, but we can absolutely prove correlation. And there are now numerous studies from McKinsey, from Credit Suisse, from Baltimore University, from the Work Institute, from so many studies to show the correlation. And we can show that, for example, an increase in gender diversity or an increase in racial diversity is explicitly correlated with an increase in financial performance and returns on investment.
What's distinctive about contemporary dance, it's about life as it is lived now. So it makes sense to have on your stage a representation of society as it is now.
I'm not interested in lowering standards. Clients don't pay me to demerit or de-skill their organisation. What we're trying to do is upskill it. And diversity absolutely is the enemy of mediocrity. And anybody who cares about the quality of the work we do should welcome that challenge.
It's wrong to assume that those that we don't see in all the established orchestras are not there just because they're not good enough. It's completely fictitious, because the quality of musicians that I have come across have blown my mind.
I believe very passionately that people's life experiences help them to become more creative people, more creative beings. So actually having people with different experiences from different backgrounds together, working as one in an ensemble in the way that they would work together in an orchestra, means that we get a really, really vibrant and dynamic sound.
The thing that's made the difference to artistic standards at NYO is ensemble spirit, and that comes out of who's in the community and how they're participating. The more voices that are contributing to that, the richer that dialogue and the perspective and the sharing becomes, and that makes for great art.
But of course we want the best people. But do we want the best people from who we know, or do we want the best people full stop? And unfortunately, we too often refer to our networks and our in-groups, and we don't really think deeply. We don't really challenge ourselves about what talent might really look like and how talent might not actually be who we already know, but who we have to find.
I think it is quite positive to have a diverse orchestra because there are lots of different people with different opinions, different thoughts about things. They might not be the same as yours, but they could still be heard.
I really believe the talent is out there and it's up to us to find it.
There are conductors, there are soloists, there are section leaders, there are section players, there are composers coming out of the woodwork who've dead and gone and not been heard, who need to be heard, and there are living composers who need commissions. And I think it's just only going to enrich what we've already got.